hell? This is our acoustic show. Welcome to the fucking show. It is our acoustic show, actually. This is Philip H. Anselmo on Housecore.
And I'm Mike 9 Williams.
Don't think he ain't. The beautiful sounds of our voices and the acoustic arrows.
Wilderness sounds.
Wilderness noise.
Sounds from the wilderness.
I'm putting this down for a second.
You do that. Watch out.
Oh,
Look out. Things are happening.
As Wayne had me.
So we're back. We're here. We're back here.
We are back here.
What's up, man? What's up?
Let's just get everybody up to speed. Today was, I'd say, about 80 degrees outside. It's, what, December the 19th?
Something like that.
And
yeah.
a week ago,
we
had a
happened?
motherfucking blizzard for Louisiana. 7 inches of snow.
7 to 8. Yeah.
To 8.
It was insane.
And I will tell you that the sales on tire chains in Louisiana,
Snow tires, chains,
whatever, yeah, they're pretty low here.
There's not a lot of them going around.
No,
you know?
hell no.
There's no black market on snow tires.
What that means is our power went out. Mike being my very close neighbor.
It was out.
It was out, yes. It went out at about 11 a.m. that morning.
We tried to watch the Saints game that night.
My God. Don't even. But if you want to, let's just say it right now. We suck. The Saints, I'm sorry. There's certain great players, but we suck. End of discussion.
I wanted to say one thing about the snowstorm. One of our chickens, we have chickens. We have a rooster and 3 hens. Rudy, his tail froze. What? So as I'm outside in the snow, bundled up off my ass, just bundled like an Eskimo, trying to get these chickens into this house, he's got fucking ice. His big Rudy tail is frozen. And this is New Orleans. I mean, what's going on?
We're used to balmy.
The world is coming to an end, folks, is what we're trying to get at.
That is the message here. Actually, it's not. Honestly, I can remember being Christmas Day. It was probably 75 degrees outside. I was at my mother's house sweating on her damn sofa.
It's usually like that, yeah.
So a snowstorm is completely absurd.
Bizarre.
And that was an isolated event right there.
It was insane, man. This is Mike 9 and Philip H. Anselmo. We're at war with radio, with the Housecore radio show.
The Acoustic Show with Philip Anselmo and Mike 9. Thank you. That was very nice. That was a moment there.
It was called Quiet Storm.
Talked about the Saints.
Talked about the weather.
We've given the weather report.
Small talk about the weather.
You want to talk about something important, man?
I have to.
Me
you have
too.
to.
We have to get this
You got to get
off
it off your back.
Yes, I really do.
I know you've been bugging me. You call me all the time, and you're like, I gotta talk about this.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
There's a whole lot of talk, whole lot of rumor and stuff. This is like a public service announcement for all the kids out there, and all the fans, and all the people and listeners. Hard drugs are something that you have to stay away from. Mike, you've had a bout with hard drugs.
I've had trouble with hard drugs. All right. Viagra.
When Viagra first came out, of course, I got addicted. But when you walk around hardcore all the time.
Hard on core
all the time. Of course my back's gonna get hurt.
That's what happened.
We've been through the old Viagra, Cialis thing over the years. Shit, I would talk to the crowds. It's hardcore and shit like that.
Right. I used to say stuff like, "Who here's got an erection?" and stuff like that.
It was hardcore back
and a few people would be like, "I do,
I'm hard." Yeah, I remember.
That was, the height of the hardcore scene.
Of course, we went through therapy. We went to the clinic and they gave us saltpeter, soft tabs,
Soft tabs.
and
Soft cell. Priapism. It's not fun, folks.
They also put us on Flomax because of severe decrease in semen.
What was the other one? Enzyte? Did you mention that?
Well, that's the natural thing that I gotta say I do dabble in a little Enzyte now and again.
That's an herbal one, right?
It is something herbal like that. You know,
herbal remedy.
when people bring up the subject of sobriety and things like that when it comes to my life or Mike's life, my neighbor here, I'm gonna say something. You can either join the herd. So easy these days to hide behind your computer and type your thoughts, which is very cowardly, or listen to us. I don't have to defend anything, and I don't have to prove anything to anyone. Neither does Mike.
Right. You get it more than me, though. People tend to dwell on your personal life when they don't need to bother with it.
Exactly. The biggest point is people in general need to worry about their own damn lives. Quit living through other people's lives. It's ridiculous. Wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. Realize you're living in your own flesh. What, you got something to say, Ryan?
Spend some time alone.
And that is the truth.
5 minutes alone.
If you...
5 minutes alone! I'm sorry.
If you realize that you're inside your own flesh for 5 goddamn fucking seconds. You'd realize that every thought in your head, it's up to you to soak in or not. And if you join the herd, your head's gonna just y'all are gonna get so packed together, all your heads are gonna be each other's assholes.
Arse. Yeah.
Like it already is. And you can't hear. Nobody can walk through anybody else's life.
All we're doing is making music.
Anybody else's fucking footsteps.
Phil's just making music. That's all he's doing. We're wild. We're wide. Does anybody have to?
I'm also writing boxing articles and stuff like that.
That's right. You are.
You know, hey.
Extracurricular. Is that a word?
No.
Extracurricular.
So I love all you and. Fuck you, man.
It's like that Britney Spears thing. Leave Britney alone.
What are you talking about?
Leave Britney alone.
What are you talking about?
Just leave Britney alone. That's all.
I sure will.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm afraid.
Now don't stare at him.
Let's talk some boxing. Anyone out there, let's talk it. Speak up on Housecore Radio. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. It's the Acoustic show, man.
There's an acoustic vibe in this room right now.
Totally.
Everything's
like acoustic,
nothing's
man.
plugged in.
It's
Everything's
like freedom.
I feel free and unplugged right now. I'm unplugged.
We're building up.
Some band. Oh, it's a Motley or somebody.
Awful. You hear that chord?
It wasn't good.
Kids out there,
Don't play that chord ever.
don't ever play that chord. If
bad.
you play that chord, listen, remember,
If they ever
You
play
hear
that
that?
fucking chord again.
these stupid kids always play that fucking chord. These days, you can't go fucking anywhere without hearing that chord.
That chord.
Damn that chord.
Chord drives me nuts. So what are you writing, boxing articles now?
Yes, sir.
What are you writing them for?
Well, I write for Boxing Digest. I also write for a website called Boxing Insider.
Insider. Boxing Digest is an actual hard
Tangible
copy.
magazine on the shelves.
Some people say magazines are disappearing.
They
but I don't
are.
think so. I think
You
people still
see
buy
a
them.
whole lot of home and garden still. You see a lot of you see more championship
Wrestling,
magazines
yeah,
than you
wrestling.
do boxing magazines.
That's true.
Which means there is so much information in the computer world that is quick, spot on information about boxing. When you get a magazine in your hands, you're really looking at old stuff that you already know.
The computer is instantaneous. Instant
Absolutely.
gratification.
But when you open a magazine, you're reading an article through someone else's eyes.
Yeah.
And they bring up different points, different scenarios after the fight because they were there and spoke to the actual people. You get a whole new spin on what you saw with your own eyes.
What about Evander Holyfield's next fight? What's gonna happen with this? He's held the belt 4 times? Tell me
Four-time heavyweight champion of the world.
I need to know about boxing.
The only 4-time heavyweight champ of the world, and I rank him in my top 5 of all heavyweights.
And he's fighting who again?
7 foot tall,
Jesus.
330 plus pound.
Wow.
Nikolai Valuev.
Nikolai Volkov?
No, not him.
Remember him then?
Totally, yeah, ball.
He's not a boxer. He's
he would sing
cheap-ass wrestler. But...
and he was like from Nebraska
yeah,
or something
totally.
like that. I love it.
He'd come out with the fur hat and hammer and sickle.
We could talk championship wrestling forever.
How tall is Evander? He's not...
He's barely 6 feet tall. Maybe about 6'1", 6'2".
Oh, well, fuck. I mean, what's the reach on this guy?
It's extremely ridiculous.
It's going to be some
Speed
fight,
and in-and-out movement will kill the giant. Evander Holyfield is 46 years old.
46.
He's in great shape. If he had the instincts that he did at one time, he could beat this guy. On points, easy. If Evander Holyfield were to recapture the heavyweight championship, not only a 5-time heavyweight champ of the world, which is unheard of,
right?
He would be the oldest heavyweight champ. The last would be George Foreman, who won the championship by knocking Michael Moore out in the 10th round at the age of 45.
There was such a big deal made over his age in that fight.
George Foreman is an anomaly. His second coming, meaning when he came back in the late 90s. No, not his cooking. His apt cooking. They won't even let him talk on his own commercials. There's a lady going, George, cooking this chicken is fantastic on your grill, isn't it? And they'll pop in a thing of George and he'll go, yup. I mean, it's like unbelievable.
He named all his kids George.
And his daughter's Georgette.
That's true, right?
It's not true.
It's not false.
And I will say this, man, this year we had 2 idols fall when Joe Calzaghe beat the once great Roy Jones Jr. in a fight that I called wrong.
What do you think? Well, how did that happen?
It was the style. They're both at the twilight of their career. Calzaghe's retiring. Roy Jones should retire as well.
That wasn't Calzaghe's last fight, though.
Absolutely.
Really?
It was his last fight. He cut Roy Jones, which has never happened before. And it was a beautiful straight left hand that produced that cut. We saw that, and we also saw the fall of, and this was a bit worse of a beating, very unexpected, Manny Pacquiao coming up originally as a junior flyweight.
Yeah, whatever
that is 108 pounds. He had just won the lightweight championship by knocking out David Diaz at 130 pounds. Now he jumped up to the welterweight limit and kicked Oscar De La Hoya's ass every round till they mercifully stopped it.
You think that was a good call to stop it? Or
Absolutely, he was taking a beating. It was brutal. It was very, very similar to watching Larry Holmes beat a defenseless Muhammad Ali. And a lot of people have said that, but I said it as I was watching it, so I said it first. On that note...
What else, man? What's going on? We're going to play some music?
We are going to play some music, but we do have a special guest.
Oh, that's right. Where is our guest? This is Mike 9, and I got problems.
So on the subject of music, I want to introduce Abathocalta from Immortal.
Let's get a good look at him. Corpse paint is well applied.
Authentic.
It is authentic.
Actually,
spike bracelets, authentic.
Actually,
Norwegian.
This is my little dog Shirley, and she does have the Abathocalta thing, but hers, she's more true because she's born with corpse paint. And it's the truth.
Totally true. That's
Totally
the truest
true.
you'll
That
get.
is the truest corpse paint
None
ever.
blacker.
None blacker.
None darker.